Welcome to Movie House Cinemas. Popcorn? Yes, please. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the movie. Reclining chairs? Don't mind if I do. Action, thriller, romance, we got it all. Discover the cinema today. Movie House Cinemas, home of the movies.
Good evening, and welcome along to the Culloden Hotel for the Spirit of Northern Ireland Awards 2025. Over the next hour, we're going to be meeting some truly inspirational people who have done some extraordinary things. We'll also be on the red carpet and getting some showbiz gossip from a loose women star, Linda Robson.
I think this is my third or fourth year here, and I look forward to it every year. And Biggins is here as well, and normally I end up in bed with Biggins.
Is that an exclusive?
It is an exclusive, yeah. And
how good is Biggins in bed?
He's very good, actually.
We've got Emmerdale's Mandy Dingle. Lisa Riley is going to be with us.
I made it. The plane wasn't cancelled, thank God. Dominic, who plays Paddy,
yes,
he missed the plane, okay?
Because so he's still in Leeds then?
Well, I was on the 4 that was delayed and was going to be cancelled.
Yes.
He was on the 7 that's been cancelled. So I'm without my soap husband.
Oh.
I know.
We'll be catching up with the national treasure, Christopher Biggins.
It's just a jump to the left and a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips and bring your knees in tight.
And we'll be chatting to top actor Ciaran Hinds.
I'm actually back at the moment to do a third series of a TV program called The Dry.
Love it.
Great. Well, we're going to do a third series of that poor, daft, mad, insane family and see if we can resolve any issues.
Right, let's head over to the red carpet where Kim Kelly is standing by with 2 stars from one of our favourite TV soaps.
I'm here with 2 Coronation Street legends. Okay, you'll know this one. It's Charlie Lawson, So It Is. And here I have Adam, who plays Addy. Right, guys, tell me what's happening. Spill some Corrie secrets for me.
Oh, I can't spill anything. I'm leaving soon.
What?
So there's going to be like a big party scene next week, which basically descends into chaos. That's all I can say.
You'd better not die.
I'm not dying. I'm not dying. I'm just. Well, I can't divulge much, but. That's all I can say.
I'll tell you all about it.
Right, you tell. Okay, now let me. You're not dead.
No.
You're still alive.
Jim McDonald is in Australia with a young woman.
Is that one who was your daughter but wasn't your daughter?
All that carry on, yeah.
I didn't like that.
No, nobody did. But I was in the middle of doing Rebus, and so Corrie had to go like that and shrink the story. But I'm delighted to meet this young man. And of course, with Spirit of Northern Ireland Awards, we need young people coming in. And also, he's a very nice chap. And the first time I saw him, he had a pint in his hand.
That's what I like. That is what I like. So you never actually worked with Charlie?
Never. It's first time meeting him, and he's a lovely chap, lovely gentleman, and he's a legend. So
he actually is a Corrie legend. There's like memes of him.
Yeah.
Well, I think would it be good if like you were a meme as well? Would you enjoy that?
I would love to be a meme. I would make
a meme. A meme. It's like one of those little pictures, you know, and there's like a funny joke below it, you know.
That'll be me then.
That'll be you. Anyway, I'm here with the 2 most handsome men on Coronation Street.
So let's meet our first award winner of the evening, and the first award is the 999 Hero Award, and a big congratulations to Constable Stephen Dixon, and he was presented with his award by Sean Scott from sponsor 4 Star Pizza and actors Joanne Crawford and Paddy Jenkins.
For over 32 years, Constable Stephen Dixon has been the driving force in Northern Ireland's fight for road safety. After losing his brother in a tragic road accident, Stephen has turned his own personal tragedy into purpose through his involvement with the Road Safe Roadshow, a gripping emotional production that fuses hard truths with personal loss and testimonies. Thanks to volunteers like Stephen, over 100,000 young people have heard this hard-hitting message and understand the gravity of getting behind the wheel. Beyond this, Stephen chairs the Lisburn and Castlereagh Road Safety Committee, bringing together leaders and first responders to create safer roads. Whether he's mentoring new recruits, working closely with the fire service and youth groups, or appearing on TV and radio to spread awareness, Stephen's message remains urgent and heartfelt. His commitment doesn't stop at education. He's a tireless mentor within the police force, shaping how officers approach collision investigations and engage with grieving families. As he nears retirement, Stephen leaves a proud legacy of service, but his greatest impact is in the lives he has saved through his campaigning for road safety. He is a powerhouse among the force and a 999 hero in every sense.
It's just about looking after each other, looking after yourselves, and making it home to your families at the end of the day, you know. There's nothing more rewarding for me than be able to help somebody. But if I have, say, a young driver coming up to me and saying, Stevie, you know, what you said there, you know, I've taken that on board, and I'm gonna be very careful when I'm driving, or I'm gonna think about my driving, that's a reward too.
Okay, let's find out who's first down the red carpet at the Spirit of Northern Ireland Awards. It's the one and only Paddy Jenkins. How are you, sir?
All good, all good. It's lovely to be here, and such better than last year. Anyway, I was down with the flu last year, so
you were, yes.
yeah, do you remember?
Yeah. So tonight, are you going to sit back, relax, chill?
Sit back and relax. I'm going to sit back and relax and watch everybody else hand out the awards and probably shed a tear or two, as you do.
That's the thing about tonight. You do need to bring the box of Kleenex with you, don't you?
You definitely do, or go to the loo because you forgot them.
Exactly. So, what's happening with you at the minute? Last time I saw you on our telly screens, you were in Blue Lights, and I do know Blue Lights are coming back, but without you.
They are.
What are they playing at?
Well, my storyline kind of finished up with myself and Hannah, and none of the two of us came back. But I think there's a chance that we may get back for number 4.
Yes.
But it's just so fantastic that it's there, and and it's doing such fantastic work, you know, and it has, you know, it serves our people well.
It does, doesn't it?
It
And
really does.
as an actor, you've been around for a while. You've seen lots of changes over the years. Now we've got more film studios opening all the time. This is the place to be now, isn't it?
Isn't it just?
Yeah.
Isn't it just? It's fantastic that after all those years, scrimping and running about the Arts Theatre, and, you know, God bless him with Peter Quigley.
Yeah.
Cheers, Peter. You know, and scrimping, you know, that now all this stuff is happening.
Yeah.
It's just as you say, a fantastic place to be. And when the weather's shining like the way it is tonight, and being in this wonderful hotel, you know, it's the place to be, you know. All I can hear is American accents everywhere. They love this place, don't they?
But do they know Pastor Begbie? That is the big question.
Well, there now, you see, there's the crack. I don't have a moustache or a beanie on, but we can still have a wee bit of crack. Without Uncle Andy, I know. And
you're never getting away from him now, are you?
Never get away from him.
You're not.
No. I just find it amazing that people recognise me because the hat and the moustache on it, all you can see is these eyes. But I know he's a wonderful.
He's been good, hasn't he?
He's been but you know the boys read him brilliantly.
Yeah, they do.
You know, so
And of course, people of a certain age will still remember the big shopping centre in Ballymena as well.
Oh, you know the funny thing about that was, you know, after we did the first thing, they rang up and said, do you want to do another episode of them? And I said, yeah. They said, have you got your passport? Have you got a passport? And I said, why, where are we going? They said, New York.
Wow. And
I said, to do an ad about a shopping centre in Ballymena.
Yeah.
And I went, yep. So we
did?
We went to New York,
right? Okay,
and made an advert about a shop. shopping centre in Ballymena. So, so if all else fails, I can still talk about that.
Exactly. Paddy, you've had an amazing career. Good to see you as always. Enjoy the rest of your night.
All right. God bless. Cheers, Karen.
Let's meet the first of our Spirit of Youth Award winners. Congratulations to Noah McVeigh, and he was presented with his award by actors Kieran Bowes and Adam Hussein, as well as Jackie Pope, Head of Service at GLL.
At just 11 years old, Noah McVeigh had to deal with something adults twice his age would struggle with. During his final year of primary school, his mum received a breast cancer diagnosis, and his family faced a frightening period of uncertainty no child should ever know. Rather than retreat into himself, Noah found the courage to create something remarkable and bring some joy to his mum and other family members during an extremely tough time. Inspired by family trips to watch the Belfast Giants ice hockey team, Noah designed a comic book which would help other young children understand the changes and challenges associated with a cancer diagnosis and encourage them to access the support available through the Cancer Fund for Children. What makes Noah's achievements even more remarkable is that he himself was diagnosed with dyslexia in P4. Noah knew how difficult it was to navigate word-heavy medical information, so he wanted to get this information across in a way kids could truly understand. Unique illustrations bring Noah's comic to life, and it perfectly encapsulates the many feelings he had during this difficult time. Each page details his confusion, anger, empathy, fear, and above all, the love he has for his family and his determination to support his mum. Now 13, Noah is planning a second edition to support teenagers facing similar journeys. His drive to help others, even while living through his own challenges, is beyond his years. He speaks with emotional intelligence, and he used his creativity and kindness to offer young people the guide he never had, and to let other children facing a similar situation know they are not alone.
We're beyond proud of him, and there was a lot of tears when we got the phone call that he'd been nominated. To have gone through something so horrible as a family, to turn it around into something so good is something unique.
Our next award of the evening is the Spirit of Youth Award, and Evelyn Totten was presented with her award by singer Cleona Hagan and actor Bernadette Brown, and also Jackie Pope, Head of Service at GLL.
Evelyn Totten has overcome more in the past 3 years than most of us do in a lifetime. At just 15 years old in the summer of 2021, a sudden brain hemorrhage changed everything for Evelyn and her family. One moment, she was out with friends, living a carefree teenage life. The next, she was in ICU, hooked up to wires and machines, and waiting to undergo life-saving surgery. Unable to speak or move, doctors feared the worst. But Evelyn kept the faith and tapped into an unending reserve of strength, courage, and determination. Throughout her 10-month stint in hospital, Evelyn had to relearn how to talk, walk, and how to complete hundreds of everyday tasks we all take for granted. But finally the day arrived when she could return home to her family, friends, and of course, school life. Her first full sentence after 6 months: "What did I get in my GCSEs?" That drive never left her. Despite her ongoing health challenges and reliance on a wheelchair, Evelyn has faced each day with positivity, grace, and a beaming smile. She returned to school, earned top grades in her AS levels, and is now preparing to sit her A levels and continue on to university. Evelyn is a reminder to us all that adversity does not define us. Our response to it does. Evelyn refuses to let her circumstances dim the possibility of a bright future. And in doing so, she teaches us what true strength looks like.
What I think is just, as I've said a million times during this interview, is just deal with it as it comes, deal with it every day. And don't let it snowball and don't let it overwhelm you, because it really can. But just deal with it day to day and you'll be grand. It'll do you well.
So shine bright tonight, you and I.
Look, somebody else who can't stay away from Belfast is the lovely Linda Robson. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you very much for having me. I think this is my 3rd or 4th year here.
Yeah.
And I look forward to it every year. And the Biggins is here as well. And normally I end up in bed with Biggins.
Is that an exclusive?
It is an exclusive, yeah. And
How good is Biggins in bed?
He's very good, actually. So there was Biggins and Neil, his husband. The 3 of us were in bed together. So we had a great time.
Wow, there you go. You heard it here first. Linda.
This is an amazing night, honestly. And this hotel is absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
It
really,
is lovely.
really
It really is, yes,
So I
yeah.
feel very privileged to be invited here every year.
Brilliant. Now, I was flicking through the TV channels the other night,
What did you find?
and I found a little connection to Belfast with you.
Not
from
Harry's game, because Charlie's here tonight.
He's here tonight as well.
I know, yeah, because we worked together. That was probably in the late 80s or something. We did. And I had to speak Belfast in it as well.
You were very good.
Look, listen to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's very good. That's not bad, is it?
That's brilliant.
I'm the hardest.
Oh, brilliant. Linda, enjoy your evening.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you. Up next, it's the Spirit of Health Award, and Dr. Vicky Cochran was presented with her award by acting duo Aaron McCusker and Karen Hassan, as well as Ciaran McCormack, Managing Director of our sponsor Balmoral Healthcare.
In the clinical world of healthcare bound by appointments and protocols, Dr. Vicky Cochran breaks through with compassion. As a GP based in Derry, she treats hundreds of patients with care, but has become a lifeline to one grieving mother. After the devastating loss of Laura's baby twin boys and later her baby daughter due to Edwards syndrome, Vicky Cochran was a constant source of support in Laura's life. Dr. Cochran didn't just show up during appointments, but came to visit Laura out of hours, on her own time, visiting, calling late at night, offering a shoulder to cry on when Laura needed it most. She mourned with the family, remembered birthdays, and even bought gifts in honour of the memory of the children. This care was not prescribed, but given freely by Dr. Cochran from a place of deep empathy. Dr. Cochran's strength lies not only in her clinical excellence, but in how she makes her patients like Laura feel seen, validated, and truly cared for. Even during the family's current pregnancy, Dr. Cochran continues to walk alongside them, reminding them that their babies are not forgotten. Vicky is a true spirit of health and has been an anchor of support to Laura and the medicine she needed during the hardest of times.
I suppose sometimes in those moments whenever you're in a really dark place because something so major has happened and you just feel this real depth of emptiness, to know that someone outside of your own family cares for you like you are family was just so precious. Because sometimes in those situations people don't know what to say because they're so scared to offend or to upset, so sometimes they draw back. But Dr. Cochran didn't draw back, she drew near, and then she always stayed there.
We've got a really good team, so there's obviously the GPs, but we've also got social workers, mental health workers, nurses, or admin staff. We've got a whole team around and working all together. Hopefully we can do that for our patients.
Okay, somebody else who can't stay away from Northern Ireland, can't stay away from Belfast, and comes back to the Spirit of Northern Ireland every year is the Spirit of Biggins. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm thrilled to be back to the Spirit of Ireland. It's fantastic. And it's such a good crowd. And tonight, such a gorgeous evening. It's fantastic.
You seem busier now than you've ever been. I'm following you on Instagram, And you're always lunching with Dame Joan and people like that.
I know, what a life I have. I mean, it's amazing. I thought I might retire, but I can't.
No.
It's impossible. I just enjoy life, you see.
Exactly. Now, I've still got my campaign going at the minute to get you back into the Rocky Horror Show, because we do miss you as a narrator.
It's just a jump to the left and a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips and bring your knees in tight.
See, you've remembered all the lines. They should just slot you back in. So are you presenting an award tonight then?
I am. I'm not quite sure which one, but it's a very good one. With Linda Robson.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. Well, Biggins, it's always good to see you in Belfast.
And you too. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Time now to meet the winners of the Community Hero Award, and Sounds Around Ards were presented with their award by Blue Lights duo Nathan Braniff and Hannah McLean, as well as Laura Castles, Head of People and Culture at Sponsor Nearby.
For almost half a century, Sound Around Ards has given a voice to those who might otherwise be forgotten. This incredible group of 35 volunteers has created a lifeline for the visually impaired, producing weekly CDs filled with local news, stories and laughter from the Ards and North Down area. It's a unique project that goes far beyond recording the news. It is connection, comfort and companionship. For many, these familiar voices might be the only ones they hear all week. Each CD brings the outside world in, reminding listeners they are not alone. Over 2,000 editions have been created and shared with individuals and care homes completely free of charge. Some of the volunteers have been involved with each step of the 45-year journey and helped shape Sound Around Ards into the vibrant network it is today. These are ordinary people doing extraordinary things, not for applause, but because they care. They bring joy, dignity and belonging to those who might otherwise feel isolated and inject a strong sense of community into the local area. The Sound Around Ards team are true community heroes, proof that sometimes the most powerful acts of kindness are those that happen quietly behind the scenes.
But our main ambition is to make it worthwhile for them, to make sure that we aren't producing something that just goes in the bin. So we keep in contact closely with the user and find out what they want. Every one of the volunteers will say, I really get something out of doing this, which is what it's about.
I'm here with the absolutely amazing Briana Corrigan, who's from my part of the world. She's from Port Stewart.
Hey, Port Stewart.
Yay! Now, Briana, I'm going to take you back in time. The very first time I saw this talented young lady on stage was it 1983 in Carousel on the Riverside Theatre?
Yes, that's amazing.
How old were you?
I was, 2. I think I was about 14 or 15.
Wow.
I know.
Because, of course, we both grew up being on the Riverside Theatre, and it's closing now, isn't it terrible?
I know, I just signed the petition, actually. It only came through like a couple of days ago, I didn't realise, but it's such an incredible loss. I can't believe it's going to happen.
And it really is, because, of course, your dear late mother was such the woman for drama on the North Coast, and honestly, it's just such a shame.
I know, it really is. I can't believe that they can't make it work. There's so many people who've come through that theatre. People like, ourselves.
Obviously us.
James Nesbitt, Zoe Seaton, Mark Carruthers, Jim O'McKeown, all of these people. And that's only, but in terms of community and what it was for community, it's a huge loss. I think unless you know it, you will not understand what that is to our community. Yeah.
So you have not changed one bit since your massive hit that you had back in 1989. But I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about the new music.
Thank you. The new music, I'm just about to go in and make a new record. I'm kind of finishing it at the minute, finishing the songs. So we'll be in over the summer recording. And hoping that will come out, if not the end of this year, then beginning of next year. So yeah, it's really exciting. It's great to be back making music and be out, touring and that. It's been fantastic. So yeah,
it's fun, isn't it? And I'm really hoping that we'll hear some of your hits tonight.
Please say yes. Yes, well, yes.
We love them, we love the hits, and we love the new stuff as well. The amazing, mighty Briana Corrigan.
The Young Carer Award winner of this year is Alex Cooper, and he was presented with his award by Coronation Street duo Shanique Sterling-Brown and Vinta Morgan.
Alex Cooper is only 17, but he is a pillar of strength for his family. As the eldest of 5 siblings, he plays a vital role in caring for his 14-year-old brother Zachary, who lives with complex medical needs. From early morning NG tube feeds before school to nighttime ventilator checks, Alex can always be relied upon. He is there for his brother every day, quietly, patiently and lovingly. But his care doesn't stop at home. Alex gives his time to help other young people with additional needs, volunteering with Goal Line Youth Trust and Ripple's Special Olympics. He teaches children with disabilities to swim, helps them grow in confidence and gives them space to shine. He's helped non-swimmers take their first strokes and coached children to take on new challenges, all because they trust him. He also volunteers at events his parents organise for special needs families, always the first to show up with a helping hand and the last to leave. Alex is at a stage in his life where many of his peers focus on themselves. Instead, Alex chooses to put the needs of others before his own. His empathy, commitment and unwavering spirit are rare and remarkable. He didn't choose this role, but he embraced it wholeheartedly, lifting up everyone around him in the process and showing how special it is to care for someone.
He's here to help and, make their lives easier. And because obviously they struggle with stuff themselves, the children, so, I like to help benefit other people. I feel like I've achieved something. If I just have a smile on their face, that just makes me feel a lot better.
Right, look who it is. It's one of my favourite soap actresses. Lisa Riley's here. How are you, my darling?
Wonderful. I made it. The plane wasn't cancelled, thank God. Dominic, who plays Paddy, yes, he missed the plane, okay?
Because so he's still in Leeds then?
Well, I was on the 4 that was delayed and was going to be cancelled.
Yes.
He was on the 7 that's been cancelled. So I'm without my soap husband.
Oh.
I know. I'm flying.
But I have to say, it is great to see Paddy and Mandy back together again. And we couldn't cope all these years without the two of you.
I know. The producers knew it was always going to happen, but they were dangling the carrot over and over.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, when are you and Paddy? And we couldn't give it straight away.
Yeah.
So now we're together. #Pandy all the way. And yeah, we love it. And me and Dom together, we're like brother and sister. It's meant to be.
Of course it is.
It's like Quality Street. The other sweets that you want together,
Yes.
we are those sweets.
Yes. We were talking off camera there about Panto that you did in the Opera House with May McFetridge, and we can't remember the year.
No, we know we're getting older, yes, evidently. I came to this beautiful hotel for my Christmas lunch on Christmas Day when I was here, but I am going to have to do Dr. Google and literally have a look and see what year it was. It was a long time ago.
Early 2000s?
Easy. It was a long time ago, but gorgeous John, May McFetridge.
Somebody is watching. If you're watching now, tell us what year Lisa and May McFetridge did Panto together. And before I go, I got to tell you, one of my best friends was the lovely Rosemary, who sadly passed away last year. And one of the last conversations I had with her in a restaurant in Blackpool was about you. And she told me how generous you were and lovely with her during that job that you did together.
Always. Do you know what? She's up there. We've got some beautiful shining angels up there. My best friend Robin's up there with her having a ball. I'm telling you. And you know what? Sometimes you think it's better up there, but she's shining down with the glitter for everything. But yeah, it's a happy place up there with all them lovely people. She's a dream.
The next award is for the Environmental Heroes, and this award goes to Ballina Scouts, and they were presented with their award by weathermen Frank Mitchell and Barra Best, as well as Jeff Angus, Managing Director at sponsor Met Collect.
In the heart of the Sperrin Mountains, the Ballina Scouts have been tirelessly sowing the seeds for environmental change for over 30 years. Driven by a deep love for the outdoors and connection to their local environment, the Draperstown-based group has woven sustainability into every camp, every hike and every badge earned by Scout volunteers. Their efforts go far and beyond simple litter picks. Though they do plenty of these, they build insect hotels, bird boxes, squirrel feeders and revitalise rivers and ponds, all using recycled materials. From their youngest beaver scouts to their teenage adventurers, each child is taught the first lesson of outdoor pursuits. Take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints. Their hands-on work in conservation isn't just good for nature, but it's helping to transform their community, inspiring young people to protect what matters. They've planted native trees, restored neglected spaces, and championed the red squirrel's return. Even their soap is eco-friendly. These scouts don't just talk about the environment, they live it, breathe it, and protect it with every step. While world leaders debate climate action, this group has been taking action. Their leaders and youth members are united by one shared belief: the earth matters and they can make a difference.
It is like we came up through Scouts ourselves, so I suppose that's why we went on then to become leaders, is to give back the skills and the experiences that we got. So to be recognised for it is just an added bonus. It's something we enjoy doing, so we do it anyway.
Oh, completely. It is the whole cliche about you want to give back what you got out, and we've learnt a lot along the way in scouting, and we keep learning, and we like to pass what we can on to them. And again, at the forefront is the environment and the eco-sustainability, and the more we pass on them, hopefully in 20-30 years then they'll be more capable than us to pass on to the next generation.
Ladies and gentlemen, look who I've just found. It's Ciaran Hinds. How are you, sir?
Oh, it's me. Hiya. How you doing?
You must love it. You keep coming back every year.
No, well, this is I skipped last year. I was probably, I don't know, some other one. But it's a wonderful thing to come back to. Last time, the whole spirit of the endeavour of giving people rewards, genuinely celebrating people who do good in the world. Nothing wrong with that at all.
So you seem busier than ever. So what have we got to look forward to from you next then? Any movies, any TV projects?
I at this stage I have no idea. My memory is getting dodgier by the moment.
Yeah.
I'm sure something will come up. I'm actually back at the moment to do a third series of a TV program called The Dry.
Love it.
Great. Well, we're going to do a third series of that poor, daft, mad, insane family and see if we can resolve any issues.
Can your character get any crazier? Because that is one dysfunctional family.
I know, but he's just trying to hold on in the middle of it. He's not alone in his dysfunctionalness, is he, really? But it's a very joyous thing to do. And what is great is these younger actors like Roisin Gallagher, who's fantastic, and Siobhan Cullen and Adam Richardson, that they all came back because their careers are just starting to explode a bit. There's some of us are old warriors still going on, but they're very busy. So what is fantastic is they were able to organise it. Everybody could do it together. So we're all thrilled to do that.
What about theatre stuff? Would you ever love to be back on stage again?
Kind of, but I don't know if my brain or my body would hold me instead. I'm thinking about it.
You're thinking about it?
But having a long think about it.
Okay. We'd love to see you back on stage as well. Ciaran, good to see you. Enjoy your night.
Thank you very much, Robin.
Thank you. Next up, it's the Caring Spirit Award, and this goes to Sheila McGivern, and she was presented with her award by Lisa Riley, better known, of course, as Emmerdale's Mandy Dingle, and Gwyneth Compton, CSR Manager at sponsor Power NI.
At the Southern Area Hospice in Newry, few colleagues embody care and compassion like receptionist Sheila McGivern. She may not wear a nurse's uniform, but for 35 years she has been soothing thousands of patients and families during their most difficult hours. Sheila is often the first person to greet families as they enter the hospice, and she offers each of them something no training course or manual can teach: true empathy. With a kind word, a reassuring smile and a heart full of grace, she brings comfort when it's most needed, and families will frequently recount how it was Sheila who kept them going through the hardest times. Her connection with the hospice is deeply personal, as some of her own loved ones have received care at the facility, and so her commitment comes from a place of lived experience. Sheila never asks for recognition. She shows up day after day, year after year, her only focus on caring for those around her. Whether it's remembering someone's name or offering a warm smile, Sheila has a way of making people feel safe. Over the decades, she has shaped the ethos of the hospice, becoming a cornerstone of its spirit. In a world which can sometimes overlook kindness, Sheila reminds us why it is so important. Quiet, constant and profound. Sheila is truly a caring spirit.
I would be a person that works in the background and doesn't like being in the limelight. I'm part of a fantastic team, and to me it's not just about me, for this, it's about the whole team, as I call my family, because we need each other to make it work, and we're a great team here, and that's very important to me.
Well, I'm here with everyone's favourite weatherman. It's Mr. Barra Best.
Not today though, it's roasting.
Right, Barra, is it going to be a good summer?
I'm hopeful. I live in eternal hope that we are going to have a barbecue summer every year. So you'll just have to stay tuned to the forecast to find out.
Well, we're always tuned. So Barra, what are you doing outside of the weather these days?
We're doing filming a new documentary coming up later on in the year, so we're doing that. And apart from that, just chilling and enjoying the vibes of events like this and the usual.
Now, you were filming not that long ago, and you ended up filming with my 80-year-old father. Tell us about that.
Right. That was on the fishing boat. Yeah, we had a great day out. He knew everything. And I tell you what, anybody in that boat didn't know a single thing. Your dad was the one who knew it all. He kept us right.
Because he said to me, I met this nice fella. I think he might do weather. He's called Barra. So do you love getting out and about and meeting real people?
It's whenever you get out and you get the real stories, you see. And then people connect with you. People will tell you off about getting the weather wrong, but they'll give you credit when it's right as well. But it's a bit of banter. They know what the crack is with our weather. So just meeting everyday people and having a chat, it's just...
So Barra, I need a couple of tips. Every now and again on U105 they let me do the weather. Give me some tips.
Right, so always be optimistic. Even if it's going to lash it down, even if it's going to be cloudy, you just tell people, give them some fashion tips. Bring the umbrella today, you'll be grand. Keep it positive.
That is the best bit of career advice I've had in a long time. Tune in, it's Barra Best.
Next up, it's the Spirit of Education, and Susan Jones was presented with her award by UTV's Paul Clark and Derry Girls actress Leah O'Rourke, as well as Joe Stewart, board member from the Public Health Agency.
Susan Jones has dedicated her life to shaping young minds and is a light for families navigating the first tender steps of their child's school journey. With over 4 decades, Susan's influence reaches far beyond the classroom. She pioneered early years development in her community, helping to found cross-community playgroups like Noah's Ark, and later led shared education projects linking schools, police, communities and local families. She brought art, culture and even global connections to her pupils, once helping a child speak live to her father in Afghanistan during a school remembrance event. At Fort Hill Integrated Primary, Susan has welcomed children from every background with open arms, including those who don't have English as their first language, new arrivals from Bulgaria, Poland, China, and children from traveller backgrounds, and made each and every one of them feel seen and heard. As a child protection lead and qualified counsellor, she provides direct support to families facing poverty, illness and hardship, delivering gas top-ups, hygiene essentials and supplies for a local food bank in person. Sadly, when a few school families experienced bereavement under the most traumatic circumstances, Susan was an immense source of support and did everything she could to keep the young pupils engaged with their education and help them cope with the loss. For Susan, every child matters, every voice counts, and every day is a chance to make a difference, which is why her colleagues call her the heart of the school. As she nears her very well-earned retirement, her legacy will no doubt live on in the school long after she has left.
This is my last year in the nursery. I'm retiring from the nursery. There may be a part-time role for me to help continue with the fundraising aspect and some of the pastoral work within the school. And those are my passion, because prior to teaching, I worked very much in the community, so I think that's where my heart is. So it's looking outside the school gates and bringing the to the community, taking the children out to learn within the community they live in, but also bringing the community in.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, look who I found. I would say it's actor Ian McElhenney, but you know him best if I say it's the granddad from Derry Girls. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
I'm good.
Looking very flash, I think is the right word.
Oh, thank you for that. Ian, you seem to be popping up on our TV screens all the time. I started watching Suspicion the other night, and the guy turns up in your house in Bangor.
Yes, now, I believe it or not, that's the only scene I do in that thing.
Really?
It's the only scene I do.
Right.
This fellow who's on the run, and I think I'm his uncle.
Yes.
This was filmed, this might even be before COVID or during COVID. It was filmed a long time ago.
Wow.
And he turns up in my house, and I do my best to sort of protect him, I think. I think at one point I was probably going to be doing more, but because of COVID and stuff, I think things changed. So I was surprised myself to discover I was in it.
Oh, you were so busy, you went off to do The Split or something like that. Yeah. We love The Split.
Yeah, well, it's been and gone. I don't know if they've got plans for anything more, but you never know.
Yeah.
You know.
Brilliant. So what is next for you then? What should we be looking out for?
Well, I'm looking
at the Derry Girls movie.
No, I don't think that's ever going to happen. Listen, they're old enough to be their grannies, for goodness sake.
Oh no. My goodness, I can't believe you said that.
I'm actually moving to theatre a little. I'm doing a bit of theatre producing.
Right.
In the festival in October.
Yes.
We're putting on a show about Ottilie Patterson.
Now, this is going to be something very special.
About this before. Did I tell you? No. Yeah, Ottilie Patterson, finest blues singer who is neither American nor black. Girl from Cumber.
Yeah.
And we're doing a show about her life and her experience of growing up and how she got into it, and then how she met Chris Barber and sang the Chris Barber band. So that's going to be a very special show that's going to go on in what they call the studio now in the Grand Opera House in October.
Brilliant. We look forward to that. Ian, enjoy your night. Thank you. Let's meet another fabulous winner at the Spirit of Northern Ireland Awards. And the Spirit of Sport Award winners, Helen and Sarah Logan, received their award from Ulster Rugby's Jacob Stockdale and Radio 1 DJ Dean McCulloch, as well as Dr. Arun Sivakumar, co-owner of the sponsor A Aesthetics Medical Group.
Helen Logan's life changed dramatically 4 years ago when she became wheelchair-bound. But in losing her mobility, Helen found a new release and a love of life through sport. Wheelchair basketball showed Helen that her change in circumstances did not prevent her from living life to the full and continuing to find joy. A dedicated volunteer, passionate player and tireless organiser, Helen gives her all to her local team, the Causeway Giants, both on and off the court. As secretary of the club, she handles logistics, raises funds, cleans kits and mentors the next generation of talent. But her commitment doesn't stop there. Helen also champions the Little Giants, ensuring children with disabilities discover the joy of sport in the same way she has. Her recent coaching qualification is just another way she's pushing the sport forward. Beyond the court, Helen is using her voice to raise awareness for disability rights. She frequently appears on news programmes, speaks at events and brings visibility to adaptive athletes. Her passion is matched only by her courage. This year, Helen made history as the first wheelchair user to take part in the Belfast Marathon Relay. All of this simply would not be possible without the help of Helen's right-hand woman, her 14-year-old daughter and carer, Sarah. Sarah often thinks about Helen's needs before her own, and their bond is a powerful illustration of what can be achieved through resilience, teamwork, and of course, love. Every action Helen takes is voluntary, driven by her belief in sport as a force for good. She brings her A game to everything she does and is an inspiration to so many around her, especially her daughter.
You know, that is the message that we want to put out there, that sport can be for everybody. You know, don't rule yourself out, because I never played sport. I'm in my 40s, loving basketball, having had a chance to train with the Commonwealth training team and have a game with the Northern Ireland ladies, and I'm really proud to say that I've done that all because of a game called basketball that I was pushed to come and join because I thought it wasn't for me. Give it a go. Any parent out there, let your child come and find out about Little Giants, because they will never look back.
Our next award this evening is the Charity Champion Award, and Mark Hanna received his award from Gavin and Stacey star Matthew Horn and the Belfast Telegraph and Sunday Life Deputy Editor-in-Chief Martin Breen.
Mark Hanna doesn't just raise money, he raises hope. After witnessing the compassionate care Marie Curie provided to his father-in-law, Mark made a decision. He would spend his life giving back to charity. That commitment has seen him raise over £1 million for end-of-life care across Northern Ireland. From marathons to Ironman races, from treks up Kilimanjaro to black tie galas, Mark brings unstoppable energy to every challenge. He has run, cycled, hosted and persuaded countless others to join him along the way. But beyond the fundraising totals lies something deeper, an unwavering belief in bringing dignity to end-of-life care. Mark doesn't just support the cause, he champions it in boardrooms, in speeches and in his day-to-day life. He's built a community of supporters around Marie Curie, driven by his infectious enthusiasm and heartfelt storytelling. As founder of the Time Ball, which alone has raised £650,000 for Marie Curie, Mark turns nights of glamour into nights of impact. His leadership, advocacy and generosity combined have changed lives, and he's not finished yet. Mark Hanna is the definition of a charity champion. He is selfless, dedicated and motivated by a genuine desire to bring about positive change and ensure everyone receives the same level of care as his own family did.
Marie Curie's, it's an intangible service till it touches you. When it touches you, it leaves a lifetime memory. And if I can still do what I can do to put the money in the charities that people I don't even know get that care, I'll do it for as long as I can.
Okay, somebody now who's no stranger to these awards from Coronation Street, it's Shanique Sterling-Brown. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. You just keep coming back.
Can't keep away from Belfast. I love it.
So as you know, when you get in there tonight, you've got to have the tissues ready because there's some serious stories, isn't there?
There are. I think it's just always such a beautiful night. It's such an inspiring night. So I can't wait to hear all the nominees' stories, and yeah, I'm really excited.
Tell us about Dee Dee, because she's having such a rough time at the minute, isn't she?
I mean, I feel like she's always having a rough time, isn't she, bless her? But she is. She's just getting back to herself. Baby Layla's back on the scene. Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Exactly, but at least you got rid of that horrible man that you were with. Yes, horrible Joel's gone, yes. But the baby's there, the baby's in the house as well, so might you start getting attached to the baby?
Well, I can't tell you too much, but I think we're seeing her mothering instinct kicking in.
I think so.
And yeah, I think there's more twists and turns to come for Dee Dee, so keep watching.
We love you in the show. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Aww. Our unsung hero, Eugene Oggy Winters, received his award from acting duo Christopher Biggins and Linda Robson, as well as Chris Nelms, the director of sponsor The Boulevard.
Some 55-year-olds might start to think about winding down, but Oggy Winters was only getting started. In the midst of his 6th decade, he took on his first marathon, and now 13 years later, he has clocked up over 800 in 800 consecutive weeks. That's right. Every week, Rain or shine, from Belfast to Berlin, Ogie runs. Not for glory or for the medal around his neck, but to help others. His efforts have raised vital funds for a host of local charities, Action Mental Health, the NI Hospice, Air Ambulance and more. And every step he takes is powered by a simple, powerful belief that running can save lives, not just physically, but emotionally too. Ogie knows that movement heals, that community matters, and that age is no barrier to making a difference. At 68, Ogie's energy is contagious. From running 10 marathons in 10 days to crossing continents for a great cause, Ogie does it with humility and a real sense of humour. Ogie's message is clear. Every run is a chance to inspire someone else to get moving, to take care of their mental health and to believe in the possible. He may never seek the spotlight, but Ogie shines regardless. He is an everyday man doing extraordinary things and a true, unsung hero.
Never say never. Get out and do some sort of sport, even walking. You know, go out and do your walk. Go out and do your 5k walk. Why not? Sure. Hey, what's does only take your 2 feet and away you go. You know, put a pair of ear things in your ears and a bit of music. Sure, it's hard to beat a bit of music. That's a good boost too to your running, by the way. But a good hard beat.
Okay, now the greatest TV series to hit our screens this year has got to be Say Nothing. How are you?
Good, thank you.
We've got to talk about Say Nothing because that show has got to have changed your life forever.
It really has, yeah. It's unbelievable. I know.
So when you were making it, I mean, you must have known you were making something really spectacular, but did you know how this was going to take off?
No, definitely not. I remember being on set the first day and they actually built the whole edifice. And there was smoke coming from the chimneys and stuff, and it was just unreal. I was like pinching myself. Yeah.
And of course, the cast that you had with you as well, amazing actors.
It's unbelievable, honestly. Like Maxine Peake, Loda Pettigrew, all the cast, just unbelievable. Yeah.
So it must be a great time for a Northern Ireland actor at the moment, with all the movie screens opening and stuff around the place.
Yeah. It really is. Say Nothing's opened a lot of doors for me, so I'm forever grateful for them giving me the part.
Yeah,
you know.
So what's next for you then?
Next for me is No Ordinary Heist, the Northern Bank Robbery.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So I think it's out later on in the year.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's meet another award winner, and the Overcoming Adversity Award winner, Michael Patrick, was presented with his award by acting legend Ian McElhenney and Michael Smiley, as well as Rosa O'Farrell, the external communications manager at sponsor Coca-Cola, HBC Ireland and Northern Ireland.
Many actors are used to dealing with setbacks, but Michael Campbell has had to overcome much more than many of his co-stars. Better known to theatre audiences as Michael Patrick, the Belfast performer was handed a devastating diagnosis: motor neuron disease. For most, it would be the end of a dream. For Michael, it became a powerful new beginning. Drawing on his own experience, Michael rewrote Shakespeare's Richard III, transforming it into a deeply personal journey about life, death, and facing a terminal illness before taking to the stage and playing the lead role in a sold-out run at the Lyric.
I think the big thing for me though was a number of people who came to see the play and said, I normally don't like Shakespeare, but I love that. You know, people say you're brave for doing this stuff. I don't think I'm brave. I'm lucky that my chosen career I enjoy and I want to keep doing it. You know, I love performing, I love acting. It's not going to stop me doing it just because I've got motor neuron disease. And I think if I didn't have it, I don't know what I'd do. You know.
And moving on to the final award of the evening, which was the Special Recognition Award. And this was presented to Strangford Integrated College. And their principal, Claire Foster, accepted the award from actor Ciaran Hinds and also Sandra Wright, the head of organisation and workforce design at NatWest, representing sponsor Ulster Bank.
On a quiet October morning, a routine school run for pupils in County Down ended in tragedy. A bus carrying pupils from Strangford Integrated College veered off the road and overturned, causing huge distress for pupils and the driver on board. As the news began to spread, shock rippled through the community, and parents, teachers, emergency responders and neighbours all rushed to the scene. All were fearing the worst, but were determined to do what they could to help the young people in need.
In Carrador Village, we're a school very much connected to its local community, and over those days, we had members of the community bringing, sweets and all sorts of nice things and treats for the children, and just to say, look, we're here, and if there's anything at all that we can help you with or that you need us to do, because we're thinking about the school community at the moment. And that again is lovely to see that we are at the heart of the community, and that many of our children come from the local community, are connected to it, and that community is there for us through all the good things, but also when something like this happens, that they were there to help us and to support us in every way that they could.
So that's it from the Spirit of Northern Ireland Awards 2025. A big congratulations to all of the winners, and thank you for watching as well. We'll see you back here next year. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Movie House Cinemas. Popcorn? Yes, please. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the movie. Reclining chairs? Don't mind if I do. Action, thriller, romance, we got it all. Discover the cinema today. Movie House Cinemas, home of the movies.